guys, episode 5 now of Mamemeister's high score kerfuffle. Last time, you got grumpy and tired Lewis, and he'd had a couple of drinks. Not much has changed, although I've not been drinking this time. The game we've been playing for the last 2 weeks has been Commando, and as I said last time, Commando's a fucking great game. Not everyone agrees, but you're wrong if you don't like this one. Commando kicked my ass, and I loved every second of it. It's one you just want to go in with more credits. As has been very much the case recently, I've not had that much time to play, but I did get a few runs in. So let's take a look at the scores. We had 21 people play, which is great. We got a new entry from Tarnilu, and then Pingy and Charlie Far returned as well. Most people did okay, but it's really our top 5 who did very well. In 5th is My Retro Tech, with just shy of 100,000. Paulie Moz is just ahead on 101,000. Then Ian takes 3rd, with 158,000. And then Graham 10 Shearers, he's taken 2nd. Done pretty well, just shy of 300,000. But I called it last week. At the top, making a return and taking his 2nd win of the season, is Charlie Far. Charlie Far is excellent at Commando. Last time out he scored over 500,000, and here he is with 355,000 taking the win. Well done to Dave, and I hope he can play a few more this season. Let's now take a look at the overall leaderboard. There's now 24 people on here, and like life, some people are up and some people are down. At the top remains Graham, he's got 304 points now. But with that win, Charlie Fuzz closed the gap. But he's still 70 points behind Graham, and who knows which games Dave will play. Paul has dropped to 3rd, with a solid 200 points. Before we find out our next game, I've got a special just for Juff, and that's a return of the graphs, so let's take a look. Here you go, Juff. We've got a nice peak in the middle, signifying the graphs aren't making a return. So let's take a look at the next game. Okay, so next up is a game from Season 5, and I've got the game suggested here. So let's set things going and see what we get. Okay, I wonder what it's going to be. Slowing down. Okay. So we've got Dodonpachi from Jaffa. And no, it's not Big Jaffa's wet dream. Let's run this selector again and see what we actually get. So I've got the 15 games actually submitted. Let's set this shit going and see what we get. Okay, slowing down. Are we going to get Dodonpachi? Not quite. Okay. Anyway, we've got a great game here. So a Choice and Bob, and we've got Sunset Riders. Classic Konami action game. So yeah, I'll go make a video and be back in a sec. So our 5th game of the season is Sunset Riders, released in 1991 by Konami. It's a side-scrolling run and gun set in the Wild West. A bit like Gunsmoke, but from a different angle. I love a bit of Sunset Riders, but it has a bit of an issue for a high score challenge. And that's if you put an extra credit in, it just adds more lives to the game and doesn't cap your score. So make sure you put 1 credit in, you cheating bastards. The other thing is that there was like a million ROMs. The one we'll be using is the main one, which is the EAC ROM, which is the 4-player ROM. So make sure you choose the right one and only put 1 credit in at a time. Before we wrap up, let's see what the options for the next game are. So our next game is one from Season 6. Season 6 was far from a classic. Mostly shitty games here. For me, Flying Shark and Slapfight stand out, and I love a bit of Blockout, but probably no one else does. So send me your shitty game from this piss poor selection. So I hope you'll enjoy playing some Sunset Riders, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks with the scores. See you then.